How my past shapes my current decisions. They do. They completely do. Hello, my name is Oliver and welcome to episode 40 of uploading for 100 days for the first 100 days of 2026. Does my past change me? Yes, absolutely. Have I learned from experiences? Yes, absolutely. Can I regret anything I didn't at the time? No. No, you can't regret something because it's already happened. But you can improve from those mistakes that you may have made. And that works in everything, relationships, businesses, etc., etc. There's always things that people can learn from. So my past decisions have shaped me because I have failed. I failed countless times. But every failure is a step to success. So you have to fail enough times to succeed. There's things I wish I could change. There's situations I wish I could change, things I wish I could go back on, and it's never going to happen. My past has shaped me because, for instance, when I lost Finn, he was my best friend. That was difficult. I think about him this time of year because it was his birthday a few days ago, and he was the best person. He was so cool. He was like the best musician, and I live my life going, what would Finn do? That's how I live my life. What would Finn do? Because he was one of the most carefree spirits ever. But losing him was horrible. I was 21, he was 21, and it makes me realise how short life is, and you don't realise what's going to happen. It made me realise that actually maybe my life wasn't as great as it was, and he was carefree, but he was successful. I'd like to say he was successful. He was really good at everything. He was amazing. I remember one time he listened to some music and he was just like, oh, okay, and then just pulled out his guitar, just played it immediately, just knew the chords, just like that, just from hearing it. And that's just one example that the past, i.e. me knowing him and his passing, has shaped my decisions and shaped my future. Again, what would Finn do? That's how I live life. But you can move further than that. I can look at my barbershop business I had, and did it fail or did I escape? Well, either way, it was a failure. I screwed up. I decided to jump ship. Should I have stuck around? Well, if I did, I could have bankrupted myself, but I could have also made it a success. But then, if I jumped ship, then was it the right industry for me to be in the first place? See, it's all these things which make calculated decisions for the future. Even having children, your decisions with your second child are usually different to your first child. Would I do anything different? Potentially. Potentially. But I still try to do the best I can, though. So even though you can't regret something you didn't regret at the time, you can still learn from your mistakes in the past. And it's not just about mistakes, because there's lots of positive things that have happened in life as well. There's lots of positive things I've experienced in my life. So I can use those experiences and hopefully shape my decisions for the future. So my past has created me. If someone knew me when I was 18 years old, I wasn't who I am today. A lot has happened between 18 and 26. A lot has happened in my life in general. But everything, every past action, every past experience has made me who I am. Having the upbringing I had, having the experiences I've had, the travel that I've done, the mistakes I've made, the love I've had, the love I've lost, the fun I've had, the fun I missed out on, the decisions I made, the yeses I said, the nos I took to heart. Everything, absolutely everything has shaped me, and it shapes my decisions. Sometimes you'll think that something won't affect you as much as it does. And when I think about certain times, I think about specific experiences, like, for instance, Christmas. I always think back to a specific Christmas when we were all there, where, there's me, my 4 siblings, my parents, 3 of my grandparents, my uncle, my aunt, when it was just like a big busy household and it was fun. And then in the evening, my parents' friends and their kids came over. It was just like, it was a great experience. I think back to that quite a lot, especially with Christmas just gone. I think back to times then, and then I compare it to times now, and I can see that it's shaped me. I never would have thought that that specific Christmas would have shaped me and shaped how I perceive Christmas and how I view relationships and family. But everything has shaped my decisions. And moving forwards, they will continue to. Even recording this series is shaping me, and it is changing how I view things, and it's changing how I feel. So every day is a school day, and every day I like to learn, and today, even just recording this video, just opening up old wounds and talking about what's inside my head and how I feel, it's making me understand who I am more and more. And that's nice. Sometimes it's scary, sometimes it's not good, but it's nice. It's nice to be able to work out who I am on the inside, I guess. Work out who I am, or who I want to be. So every experience has led me to here, to sitting here, sitting in front of the camera and talking to a camera about my past experiences. It's the butterfly effect. And that's what you've got to remember, the butterfly effect. I can pinpoint exact moments in my life that if certain things didn't happen, certain things wouldn't have happened. You know, one decision ultimately years later led me to being a father. Everything has a path. So yeah, it's as simple as that, really. My past shapes my decisions completely. And you've got to think about every decision you make, and you've got to say yes a lot more. And you've got to live life to the fullest. You've also got to knuckle down and get things done, because if you don't, you won't, and you need to. That's life. How did your past shape your decisions? I'd love to know. So let me know in the comments below. Adios, my miss amigos. I shall see you guys all in the next video, which will be up soon. Hit the bell notification, subscribe, like, comment, share, all that jazz. Goodbye, and I love you all.